Dear students, very good morning. This is Dr. Roy Edward Williams. Today I am going to discuss about regression equations. Right? Why we use a regression equation to estimate our data, right? This regression equation helps us to estimate the average relationship between two or more variables in a given original data data in a original data given data, right? Here, the use of regression is we have discussed, but with the help of theoretical applications, we will also try to apply some equations, right? And equation we can use with the given data. Sometimes the data will highlight with mean value, the coefficient of correlation and the standard deviations, right? Sometimes the question will be shooted in an indirect way by giving a crux, so-called by giving two variables mean and two variables standard deviation and coefficient of correlation, right? And we will discuss the equations, right? Yes, students, as I said, just when we apply the indirect value is the value of mean and the standard deviation and correlation coefficient value is given. But here the actual data will not be relevant, right? In that conditions, here the information we have given for two things. One is advertisement expenditure is given as in the variable so-called x, and sales is highlighted in the variable y, right? And here we have given the mean value for advertisement expenditure as well as for sales of y commodity, right? Where the mean value of advertisement expenditure is 10 it grows, right? The mean value of sales is 90 crores, as well as the standard deviation for advertisement expenditure is 3 crores, and for sales is 12 crores, right? And the correlation coefficient for this is 0.8%. But, right? And here we have raised three questions. Calculate the two regression line by using these values, and find out the likely sales when advertisement cost is rupees 15 crores, right? And third question is what should be the advertisement expenditure if the company wants to attain the sales target of rupees 120 crores, right? Here I have written the third question is what should be the advertisement expenditure if the company wants to attain the sales target of rupees 120 crores, right? And by with the given data, we have raised three questions. One is we want to calculate the regression line. Second one is when the sales advertisement of rupees 15 crores is there, and what will be the x value and what will be the y value in this regression equations, right? Okay. Okay. Dear students, now I have played regression equation y x and y, right? The equation for that is x minus x mean is equal to r standard deviation of x by standard deviation of y into y minus y mean, right? And here with the given value, the mean value for advertisement expenditure and sales is given 10 crores and 90 crores. advertisement is 3 crores, and standard deviation for sales is 12 crores, and the correlation coefficient is 0.8 value, and this value I have fixed with this the numbers, right? The x mean stands 10, and R value. R value is nothing but the correlation coefficient, right? The correlation coefficient given is 0.8, right? And the standard deviation of x stands 3 crores, and standard deviation of y stands 12 crores, and the mean value of y is nothing but the sales value, right? The sales value is 90 crores, right? And by fitting this value into the regression equations, regression equations x on y, right? And we are substituting the value with this, right? And here we don't know the value of x, and the mean of x is 10. We have substituted here, and the r value stands 0.8, and the standard deviation of x value is 3, y value is 12. We have fitted that value here, and we don't know the value of y, but we know the value of y mean, so called the sales value is 90 crores, right? And again we are substituting this one, x minus 10 is equal to 0.2. 0.2 comes from this one. When we substitute the value of r 0.8 by into 3 by 12, right? How this comes, right? When we substitute, when we divide 3 by 12 is equal to 0.25, right? When we substitute 3 by 12, we will get 0.25, and when we multiply this 0.25 into 0.8, we will get 0.2, right? When we here we have two variables, we have to multiply 0.8 into the value which we get after division, after doing a division, 3 by 12. When we do 3 by 12, we will get 0.25, and again we have to multiply this, the outcome of this is 0.25 into 0.8, we will get 0.2, right? And again we are taking the value of y minus 90 down, right? Again we are the next step, we have x minus 10, and here this 0.2 is common for this y and 90, right? And I am multiplying this 0.2 into y, this stands 0.2y, and again I am placing this symbol minus here, and again I am multiplying this 0.2 into 90, you will get 80, right? And here we are taking back this 10, that's it, from right hand side to left hand side. When I am taking this right hand side to left hand side, the value will interchange, right? When the value we have x, I am bringing this x down. When we have value minus 10, and when I am taking from right hand side to left hand side, this minus 10 will become plus 10, right? And here, can you able to see this one, dear students? X is equal to 0.2y, and minus sign is here, and here this minus 10, when we are taking back to left hand side, this will change into plus 10, right? And this equation I have simplified, and I have written like this: 0.2y minus 8, right? Again, the x is equal to minus. Just I have reshuffled. I have shuffled this one. I have arranged this one. Minus 8 plus 0.2y. And this equation we have worked with x on y, right? Again we will work y on x, right? Yes, students. In this part I have substituted work with x and y equations, and here I am obtaining the regression equations y on x, right? The y and x means the equation stands like this, y is equal to y minus y main is equal to r standard deviation of y by standard deviation of x into x minus x main, right? And here I am substituting the value with the equations of y on x, right? The y we have, the y mean is we have 90 crores, and I have placed that 90 crores is equal to the r value. R value is nothing but the correlation coefficient value is 0.8 that I have put here, and here standard deviation of y is 12, standard deviation of x is 3, and x minus x bar. The mean value of x is 10, right? And gentlemen, just check that here I have brought y minus 90 is equal to 3.2. How this 3.2 comes? When we substitute, when we divide 12 by 3 stands 4, and again multiplying that 4 into 0.8. Right? Here, just I will elaborate this one here, right? 12 by 3 is equal to 4, and again this 12 by 3 is 4, that is this part, right? And again I am taking this 4, the value of this is 4, and again I am multiplying with 0.8. When I multiply 4 into 0.8, the value comes 3.2, right? And here this 3.2 is common for x value as well as minus 10. When I am multiplying this 3.2 into x, I will get 3.2x, and when I multiply 3.2 into minus 10, I will get minus 32, right? And the next level, you check y minus 90 is equal to 3.2x minus 32, right? When I shifting this minus 90 from right hand side to left hand side, and this minus 90 will become plus 90, right? That can be focused here. Y is equal to 3.2x minus 32 plus 90. This 90 comes from right hand side to left hand side, and this can be rewritten like this. 3.2x plus 58. When you substitute minus 32 plus 90, you will get 58, right? And that one I have written in the form of equations, right? Y is equal to 58 plus 3.2 3.2x, sorry. Y is equal to 58 plus 3.2 x, right? And this is y-line equations, and earlier we have worked out x-line equations, right? And we will next level we will incorporate these two equations, and we will try to address to the given three questions, right? Okay. Okay. And this was in the initially when the values of mean and standard deviation coefficient is given, pertaining to this, it also raises three questions. First question is to solve the two regression equations, x on y and y on x, right? I mean x line and y line. And here we have given I have worked out with y equations and x equations, right? And the value of first line x is equal to minus 8 plus 0.2y. Second equation is y is equal to 58 plus 3.2x. First question we have solved by giving two regression equations, right? And the second question they have given is what will be the advertisement expenditure if rupees 15 crores. And the advertisement expenditure is X variable, right? Here you take second equation. Here instead of X, we have to incorporate the value of 15 crores. For example, y is equal to 58 plus 3.2 into 50, right? Then y is equal to 58 plus last one. Yes, students. Here we have the two equation line, x and y, right? When I fit the value of the given questions, second question they have the second question is what will be the advertisement expenditure if the advertisement cost is 15 crore, right? Here you check the advertisement expenditure comes in X variable and sales comes in Y variable, and instead of X we have to put value 15, right? In this we have 15 Y is equal to 58 plus 3.2 X, and here I have to put the value of 15 at this point, right? And I have to replace the value of X with value of 15. Just can you able to see? I have rewritten like this: y is equal to 58 plus 3.2 into x. Instead of x, I have placed value 15. Right? Then we have to multiply with these things. Right? Y is equal to 58 plus 3.2 into 15, you will get 48. Right? When we add up this 58 plus 48, you will get 106. And the second question they have asked what will be the advertisement expenditure if the expenditure is rupees 15 crores. If it is there, the total volume of sales will be the advertisement expenditure will be 106 crores. Right? We have found the value of expenditure. And the third question they have asked what will be the sales target. Sales target they have given the value is 120 crores. The sales target comes under the variable y, right? And here you take this one. Here we have the equations x is equal to minus 8 plus 0.2 y. In the place of y, we have to replace the sales target of 120 crores, right? I will write it, right? Minus 8 plus 0.2 y. Instead of y, I take 120, right? This can be rewritten like this: minus 8 plus yes. Dear students, this equation I have elaborated by applying the value of y. What is the value of y? Y is nothing but sales target, right? The sales target is 120 crores. Instead of y, I have placed 120 crores here. When I multiply with 0.2 into 120, we will get 24. We have to substitute with minus 8. Minus 8 plus 24 remains 16. And the value of x, the targeted sales will be 16 crores. With this, we have summarized and we have worked for three questions. First question is we have to bring out the regression equation. Two regression equations. This is y. This is x regression equation, right? And this is y regression equation. Right? This is first question. And second question is what will be the advertisement expenditure if the advertisement expenditure value is 15 crores. Means the advertisement expenditure is x variable. In that x variable I am applying 15 crores, this value. Y is equal to 106 crores is advertisement expenditure. And the third question is, what will be the targeted sales target? If the sales target is 120 crores, right? By applying value of Y 120, we get X is equal to 16 crores, right? Thank you, dear students. Just go through this one. If you get, if you have any doubts, you can contact me through my cell phone number, double 994204046. Thank you. We'll see in the next class. Just watch this video and subscribe this video. Okay. Thank you for your subscription. Thank you.